Trying to cook something up. Happy Friday. What's going on, folks? My name is Matthew, aka EZBOT, and today we are going to be trying to make some techno from scratch on the all-new Teenage Engineering OPXY, because I want to run it through its paces, which I've already been doing for about a week now. I've been playing with it. I'm eagerly awaiting some sort of update because it desperately needs one. It's definitely buggy, and there's a lot of features that are missing, like copy and paste. I know these things are around the corner, probably in a couple of days, I imagine. I have a lot of opinions on the device as it is. If you're familiar with this channel, I love live hardware, electronic music. It's kind of all I do. I buy a lot of all-in-one type pieces of kit, like OPXYs and M8 trackers and Polyend trackers and all that kind of stuff. It's the kind of stuff that I really, really enjoy talking about. It's the kind of stuff I like playing with, learning about, researching, talking about, and just all around, it's, my favorite hobby slash what I like to do professionally. And the OPXY is definitely an attention catcher. And there's a lot of comparisons to make it to other devices. If you go on stuff like Electronauts, people are talking about it versus the M8 tracker, which I really don't think that they're comparable. But I can see why people are comparing them, or it versus the Field. And there's so much to discuss about it. There's a lot of controversy about it. I don't care about controversy when it comes to the financial side of it. I don't think that is important to me on my channel. So I don't really care about the pricing stuff. To me, it's like, is the instrument good for making music? Can we make good music? Can we play live with it? And if the answer is yes, then it's worth keeping. If the answer is no, then it's not. And that's all there is to it. The financial stuff is up to you. And yeah, so I'm going to keep it at that. I don't really care to discuss that. And people want to talk about that during the stream. Keep it to yourself. I'm not really going to pay attention to that chat. What you just heard is the OPXY. I also want to mention this stream is sponsored by DistroKid. Thank you for the sponsorship, DistroKid. DistroKid is a online music distribution platform to get your music out to all streaming platforms for a very low price, and lets you keep pretty much all the money that you would make from your streaming revenue or from your music revenue. So great platform to get your music out. Very easy to use. Highly recommend it. Thank you for sponsoring these streams. Okay, back to this. So actually, let's point the camera at the OPXY. Let me tell you how I have things set up in the OPXY right now. Right now, the OPXY is running into my Octatrack, running into my Hyper Effects template. I like to make performance templates on the Octatrack. And honestly, they're working fantastic together. The OPXY and the Octatrack and the performance effects and all that stuff, it's going flawlessly. So I'm having no issues. Transport clock, MIDI sync is doing really well. I can totally play. Like, I can write songs on this device. I can write songs on this device. I can write songs on the Deluge. I could write songs on the Polyend tracker. I could have them all separately and plug them into my Octatrack and use it as an effects processor. And I'm good to go. So with that being said, I'm pretty stoked in that regard, because it does work. And if we listen, my tempo might be a little bit faster than I want for this track. It sounds pretty freaking huge. Like, it really does. If there was, and double pressing stop does stop all the audio like you would hope in, similar boxes like the Electron boxes, which is really nice. Some of the stuff that I've noticed, like, just to get this out of the way, I do want to, I don't know, I'm not much of a reviewer. I don't really do a proper review on stuff on this channel, but I do want to tell you what I like about this machine really quickly, and what makes it stand out. And I think the best thing that what I like about it the most is something that I really liked about the OP1 Field, and that is that Teenage Engineering designed custom drivers for their speaker, and their speaker is so good in this box that I have actually been writing the music without my headphones on, without it plugged in at all. The battery life is so long, it sounds so good to me that I can actually enjoy that process. I have taken this out of the studio. I don't take anything out of the studio. Even the tracker, like it goes with me in my backpack, but I don't, you have to wear headphones to use my tracker. And I love my tracker. It's my favorite piece of kit that I own. But this is unique in that experience. It's like grabbing my guitar and going and sitting on the couch. That's new to me, to have a fully fledged step programmable or trig programmable sequencer, or trig locking type sequencer that I have with a speaker that I can go sit on the couch. I love that. I'm not gonna lie. And to me, that kind of that's made this device so exciting for me because it sounds good and the speaker sounds really good. Otherwise, there's a lot of quirks about it. It's super bizarre. It's Teenage Engineering. They're going to do their weird stuff that they like to do. They have their own ideology and their own ethos of how things should work or how things shouldn't work or how they shouldn't do what you would expect them to do, and we're going to limit you to certain things. I don't know why they do what they do or choose the things that they chose, but in this particular model, they gave us a lot of tools that we were missing from every other device they've ever made. Literally, except for maybe their modular, which I did not like personally. Not a fan of the Teenage Engineering modular. This is the best thing they've ever made, by far. I think the only thing that competes with this is the TX6 and that microphone, because those things are also really cool. But this is definitely the best thing they've made. And I've been getting some cool sounds from it. I'll share some other sounds, and then we're going to try and make some techno from scratch on it, because I think making techno on this device, well, it kind of looks like something you would make techno on. It's got like a techno aesthetic to it. But I think it's a good way to just test out some of the features. There's a lot of step programming that goes in techno. And I think that's what we want to check out is how well the step programming goes, and how distorted can we get sounds, how wacky can we get some sounds. I've played with it enough that I know a decent amount about it. I can't say that I'm the expert on the OPXY. I was not a beta tester or anything like that. I've had it for, like I said, about a week. And yeah, let's dive into it a little bit. So I'll share, a little bit of some other sounds that I've made on here. And I've noticed it takes a minute for the samples to load. But I gotta say, I really do it's got a great stereo width to it. The reverb on it is pretty great. The delay on it's pretty good. It's got some weird arrangement features that kind of make things a little bit more interesting that you're not expecting. There's just some stuff that happens. It almost feels like you're playing with ChatGPT, or throwing a prompt into the OPXY, and it's I'm gonna spit out some random noodle thing with its effects blocks and its strange way of thinking, its brain and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, and that's that's as much as I can comment on that. So that's another sound that I've made. We'll get to the techno here shortly. Let's see. Does this have anything on it? I don't even know where that one of these sounds is coming from. Oh, I think we were making some dub on here. Let's slow this way down. This is OPXY. This is some dubby sounds. This is a drum kit that I made right here. I put a bunch of clicks on all the samples, so I made a click drum kit. And right now there's a whole bunch of reverb on it, probably programmed into it. And I think one of the issues that I'm running into currently is that I don't always know what I've programmed. And I have a hard time finding what I've programmed. And that's one of the advantages that I've found on the Electron boxes, of course, is that when I program a step on the Electron box, it lets me know now everything that's programmed. It lights up. It says it's this, all these things are happening. This has some similar action to it, but it's just less obvious. I have to say, the synthesizers on OPXY versus the OP1 Field the OPXY is a lot better. I think it's just because they gave us access to filter envelopes and the synth engines that they chose for this device, they're just better. They're better sounding synth engines. They're more appropriate for somebody who's into more classical sound design. Even though they're extremely limited synth engines, they only break out 4 parameters. They do sound good and they are useful, and I have enjoyed the sounds that I'm getting. As far as the sampling goes on here, I haven't really tested out much of the multi-sampler, and I know that that is territory that needs to be explored deeply because they give you the most features in terms of sampling on the multi-sampler, and I haven't gotten to do that yet. But anyhow, so we've heard a little bit of techno. We've heard a little of some like a techno track I was writing, more like this, 2000s style techno, which we opened this stream up with. A little bit of this slower dub. I don't know, where is it? A bunch of delays on this or something? I really don't know. There we go. Check this out. So you can parameter lock your envelopes on a per step basis, which is the same as what you do on an Electron box. So it's like a very, very familiar workflow, We're exploring techno and dub techno today. I think it's really fun to watch the animation, so at least that part's cool. I think it does some stuff here too where you can actually see the animations moving. And I do think that they spent a lot of their energy making this look cool. And that's great because it does attract your attention. Okay, so I guess what I could say about this is that it's addictive. The machine itself is really addictive. Like you pick it up, it's got a great sounding speaker, you don't need to plug it in. It looks really cool. It does sound pretty great. It's got weird stuff for you to explore because you're like, I don't know what's gonna happen. So you find yourself drawn to it. And I think that was their goal, was to just like suck you into the machine and just be like, I'm taking my OPXY everywhere I go. I take it with me to the couch, I take it with me to my friend's house, I take it with me to work maybe or something. Like it's one of those devices that you'd show to people and be like, look at this, press buttons. On that note, that's kind of like, I think they put a couple of their attribute points a little too far in that direction, and they could take it back and take us back into classical sound design, because I would like more LFOs, more envelopes. I mean, it borderline bothers me. Okay, so I guess what bothers me the most is that this machine, this device, could be, with its sound potential, I think it's 4832 or 4432 in its bit rate, sample rate. It's a really, really beautiful sounding digital audio converters. It has all the MIDI implementation. It has the keys. It has the sequencer. It has track scaling. It has mixers. It has send effects. It has external sends. It has all the things that you want everything to have, but they just don't give you enough still. It's like it has all the things, but they say like you can have it, but only a little bit of it. Just taste it. You know what I mean? Like that's my feeling. I'm like, this company has the potential to make this machine be one of the best hardware devices you could own ever, because of how tactile it feels, how good it sounds, and what it comes equipped with. But they refuse to do it. They refuse to give you all the envelopes, all the LFOs, and the parameter locking that you could have. Mind you, I'm okay with what they've done. To me, it seems like there's so much potential that they could add to this that would just smoke the competition, but it's not there so it doesn't smoke the competition. It really doesn't. In my opinion, and on the Electronauts forum, the Electronauts would be like, what should I get it? An MA tracker or an OPXY? You are going to finish more music, I think, that you're really, really proud of on an M8 tracker, which you could bounce to stems and bring to your computer, than you are on an OPXY in its current state. But I think that with the computer that's inside this, the tactility that's available here, the external sends, all that kind of stuff, the potential here, which you should never buy something based on potential ever, unless you're doing stocks or crypto or something. It has this crazy potential that makes you want to hold on to it no matter what, because you're like, what if they do this thing? What if they add the vocoder from the OP1 field? You know, what if they add stems? What if they add stem separation? It's a dual core processor. Why couldn't, you know, an MPC-1 can do it? It's surely running on a dual core or something like that. I don't know. I have a ton of opinions on it. I really like it. I'm not going to lie. I think it's really cool. I feel blessed to have one. I didn't get one for free. I bought the OPXY. I'm a hardware enthusiast, and this is the kind of stuff that I love. Battery-powered electronic music gear. I love it. It fits on the table. It goes with all my Electron gear. This is an easy one for me. Like, I'm the target audience for this device. Easy. You know what I mean? I'll admit that. They're like, that guy, he's going to buy one of those. Look, it matches all of his other gear. You know, and as much of a joke as that is, it's true. You know, I like the idea of my gear all. I love my stuff. But okay, so let's get into a little bit of music production, and what we'll start off doing on the OPXY is that we'll build a drum kit, and from scratch. So we'll make a drum kit, and then we'll make some patches, and we'll make some polymetric patterns, because it does polymetric stuff on here really, really well. It doesn't have, you know, like I said, it doesn't have all these really convenient features like page copy and master track length. It does have scaling, but it doesn't have some stuff that I like really, really am used to having on my Electron boxes. And at first I was really frustrated and I was kind of mad. You know, I felt like I had been taken, you know what I mean? But once I unplugged it from my gear and went and played with it around my house, I fell in love. So that's where I'm at now. I think it's cool. I think it's worth getting, you know, and I think it sounds good, and I think you'll have fun with it. But yeah, so let's get to it. I'm gonna go to a new project, and which is really easy. Just press this button here and then hold this down, and we get a new project. Starts you off with 2 kits. I've also discovered there's this weird way of like, say we put some kick drums in, or put a couple different drum sounds in. You can edit on a per kit basis by holding the sound down, hitting hold this, go like this, and then let go. And now I'm in this step editor for a particular sound. As you can see, it was like bouncing around. So it lets you see your steps, but it doesn't mean that you can edit them in a special way or something. It just lets you ignore other steps and edit some specific steps, which is useful, but the envelopes and the track level that gets locked to your parameters are still on a per step basis. So if you have 2 sounds locked on the same step, it's not going to separate the sound between the 2 steps. You get what I'm saying? So if you change an envelope on a step and you have 3 sounds on it, all 3 sounds get that envelope change. And that's, you know, that's something I think that we were confusing on Electron boxes. Like, we'd be like, well, that's not how it should work. But that is how it works on Electron box. You can't put 3 steps on a single step on an Electron box. That's not how that works. This is working a lot more like an MPC kit or an Ableton Live kit or a Bitwig drum kit. Those ones, of course, you can do all that stuff, but they're, you know, on the computer. Anyhow, I just wanted to address that because it was confusing me, and I thought maybe it's confusing other people or frustrating other people. So I'm going to make a new kit. Shift, hit the synth, or Shift and 1, and we can pick a new instrument, and I'm going to pick a sampler. And now all my keys are empty and I can load samples. It's really easy. I put a ton of samples. We have 8 gigs of memory on this thing. Thank God everybody's putting lots of memory on devices finally. You know, it's... Thank the Lord. I mean, the Dig Attack really killed it, but not bad. 8 gigs, I'll take it. You just hold the trigger down, hit the button, right? Hold this down. Get out of here. Oh, I just sampled that. Okay, good. Are we good? Yeah. No, 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 no. Wait a second. Well, that's it. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. So I'm sorry, I'm confusing myself already. I haven't played with it too much on here. Oh, we put a sample in there. That's kind of cool. This is like the microphone is really good, and I'm doing weird stuff. I saw that. It's shift and then hit the button. My bad. Because if you hold this down and just press the button, it just immediately samples. So we could just go, you know, hello, hello, hello. We're sampling. Hello, hello. We're sampling. Hello, we're sampling. And that's kind of, I mean, that's pretty neat to just like have that sample, and the audio quality is pretty good. But if we go shift and hit this, we can actually grab a sample. And so I want to get some kick drums. That's a pretty gnarly kick. I'll take it. Oh, wait, I need to be in the drum sampler. That's what I need to do. Yeah. There we go. There's all my samples. We still have this bug here where this looks insane because my folders are... The text of my folders is too long, so it looks... This is why we need this update ASAP. I was actually going to wait to stream until I got the update, but it's Friday, I'm chilling, and I figured why not just share what's going on in my studio with y'all today. And like I said, we're going to try and make some techno. Let's get some kicks. We got a bunch of kicks. Where are my kicks? I have... I guess we can use these ones. That might be cool. Let's put another sound here, maybe another kick. I mean, we can keep going with the kicks too. Sure. Let's get some claps and snares, I think. Well, that's kind of nice. Shakers. Where's my claps? Got chords, thumps, brushes, Indian percussion, clap. Okay, I'm gonna get some hats. Hi-hat. Other Foley. I think I only added like some weird like Foley sounds to this so far. There's like definitely more sounds that I need to add. Big wide stereo hi-hat, nice. Okay, let's get some more. What else do we want? Some of these clicks. There's some noise on here I saw. I think I want that. Oh yeah, I added these. The little rim clicks, they're nice. Then I want like a big open hat here at the end, so where's cymbal? I don't have anything in symbol. No. Ride. That's pretty nice. Okay. So this is what we have for our kit so far. That's a lot of So this is one kit. We can flip kits between scenes, loaded into one track. So we have one track, we have all these sounds, up to 64-step resolution, and that's what we can work with. I believe it is 32-bit Nyanko. I believe that this is a 32-bit digital audio converter. I'm assuming it's 4832, but I believe the OP1 field was 4432, which I think is a really weird bit sample rate thing, but yeah. Anyhow, let's keep going. So we have our drum kit. I think we have plenty of sounds for our drum kit. Our tempo is 110. Our tempo is being derived from the Octatrack, which is out of picture, but let's bring it up to like I don't know, let's go up to like 140 or something. Take a look at this. Look at our tempo shifting with the external clock. That's actually really good. This is kind of crazy to me. On an Electron box, from an Electron box, the tempo drift is way wider than it going back and forth over 139 to 140. It'd be like 138 sometimes to 140. You know what I mean? It would drop like the drift is more. So I think that this has a really high resolution clock sync. At least that's what it appears to be. Okay, we gotta have. This is something I might even need help with. Let's talk about this. We have 8 tracks on the OPXY. How are we gonna lay this out? I want to think about this more like a Digitact. So on the Digitact, you'd do like this, right? On the Digitact, you'd say track 1, kick. Track 2, clapper, snare. We're talking Digitact 1. Track 3, maybe your bass line or something. For me, I liked doing the bass line on 3. And then 4 is like some whatever sound. 4 and 5 would be like whatever sounds. 6 and 7, because they're named hat, I'd put a hat and an open hat. And then 8, I'd put like chords or vocals or something. I would use those 8 tracks, and I wouldn't have 24 sounds available on a per track basis. I would, of course, because you can step lock sounds on the Digitact. So yes, same idea. And you can't step lock sounds in here. You just load up kits of samples. So that's different. That's an advantage you have on Electron versus the OPXY, but there's still a lot. Like, I think there's still a lot of potential here because they give you so many sounds in a kit. I was tripping on how to even load up my kit. So we could just like start getting a pattern down, and then I also actually no, let's get another patch. We'll leave this drum kit with its default sound that we have in it because I don't need to adjust it. We can just change stuff out as we go. But I want to find something to create like a polymetric type rhythm right now. So I'm going to hold this and just pick like 5. So we have a little 5-step rhythm. Turn that metronome off. The metronome's always on by default. It's just silly. Let's just throw some notes in. Change this synth out. I like how they have a stereo for this synth. It's just like make it huge. Doesn't sound bad. There we go. Oops. Delay setting set to a pretty weird setting. That's kind of cool to play with. All right, let's have track 2 be like hats and stuff, I think. We made a kit for it. Or maybe we make a scene that's hats? I don't know. It's like, what's the workflow in here? I don't know yet. Kinda like that. We can lock these in with like the sends on them. So you can hear what's happening a little bit there. There is a high pass filter on here, fortunately. Nice. And I found that high pass filter like immediately. It was like day one. The high pass filter is just, I don't know why it's hidden behind the synth parameter, but, or behind the synth menu, because it would be really useful, like just exposed all the time, but. Yeah, that can sound good. We can copy the sound, right? Maybe I shouldn't have put this sound. Maybe I should put it further back. Maybe the first 4 should be drums, so we go like this and paste it here. But we can't copy the track notes, but I guess it doesn't matter. So we'll just delete this and go here and then go like this. And then we'll put those same notes down. Now I have to rework this little part of the sequence. Hang on here. It doesn't sound quite techno enough for me. is that? What is that sound? Is that? I don't like that at all. Okay, yeah, now we're in a tight little spot. Let's just copy this kit again. So we'll go like this, copy, let's put it over here. This is pan, I believe. Okay. Let's get a new sound. I need something huge. What do we want? Kind of like, I'm happy with maybe we should put an LFO on the filter. Which one should we use? Value? Synth? Change the LFO shape by pressing the button. That's nice. It took me a minute to figure out. We could add kind of like a dubby vibe to it if we want. Or we can go ham on the... We need to add another... We need to copy the kit, actually. Copy. And then we can throw some like step components down. Like, I don't know what to do with this in techno, but... That's actually kind of cool. There we go.
Okay, that is actually sick.
Yeah. We should actually put like an actual bass down. Very stereo. I like that. Okay, let's go with that lonely bass. Let's make this 4 bars long. We could go like... Here, let's just program this in. Have it skip the kick drum because I don't know if we can do any sort of ducking envelope stuff on here. I'm not aware of that being a thing. That's something they really should add and get that going. Supposed to be like that. Is it loud enough? Can everybody hear this thing? I don't know about, like, it sounds great. Like, it's fun to work on. If we go into the arranger, we still have some more tracks that we can play with, too. This is our main synth sound here.
That's kind of cool. Some like master features which I don't understand. The compressor's great, like the dual compressor concept. This is sick. Check this out. Make sure we adjust the master when we do this. Dial in a nice tone for it. We can make it sound like it's clipping. Like this is nuts. Some other, like a parameter lock on this synth here. So let's put another sound in. Maybe just an octave up. What are we playing here? And we'll just go up an octave. But we'll go shift lock and make it play every fourth time. There we go. Okay, and then we'll have it also go to the delay. And we'll give it a bigger envelope. Oh, what am I doing? What did I press? Did I save the kit or something? I don't even know what I just did. Oh, it sounds sick. And so somebody shared today that they found all the CC MIDI implementation data so that you could program something like this controller to control this, which I actually have plugged in, but I haven't set it up yet. But like that opens up, because like it's hard to perform, like it is hard to perform on the OPXY. Like there's so many different weird categories to go into, and they're like very obscure. Like it's a strange device, but it sounds really good and it is extremely fun to explore. Like I have not been playing with anything else since I got the OPXY because I'm just exploring new territory. Like it's really fun. But I am finding, you know, there are things holding me back. Like I'm naturally being like, I want to do this thing that I'm so used to doing on something like the M8 Tracker or my Electron boxes that I just can't do. And I have to just accept that. And part of me has trouble in like, you know, accepting stuff. I'm just like, I should do that, do the thing. And it doesn't. And then I get frustrated. But I am happy overall with the sound. And I do find it exciting to play with. Let's see. I do think the mutes, I think we need to be able to access the mutes without going into the mixer page. And I want like just a high pass filter that I can always get to, but I have an aux track, right? So this plus Octatrack, party time. We need like some other sounds though, like something. Oh, that's kind of just like a sound that happens rarely. In fact, we don't even need to go like that. We can just actually change the track scale to 8 and just work on this single track. And I actually kind of like this because it presents the whole thing for you. And I can put like we can just find a weird sound. to put on here. There's not a section called effects, but there should be. That wub might actually be pretty good on the track that we're making. Let's go with that. So let's just like... We'll just throw this down and we'll say do that for like 4 bars long. No, I don't. No, don't do that. Yeah. Does it need a filter? Keep tracking out of here. I've never had the need to have access to key tracking all the time. I don't need that. What is that doing here? That is the weirdest thing to me. I'm just like, I got 4 knobs, and one of them is my key tracking all the time. And like, I like key tracking is cool. Throw it in the back. Throw it somewhere else. I don't need access to it on a knob. But it blows my mind. I'm just like, get out of here. I mean, it's cool. Whatever. Somebody out there is gonna be like, shut up. But I think I'm right. I think it should be give me the high pass filter. Trade me key tracking for high pass filter on this knob. Please. God. Get key tracking to the back of the bus. You agree with me, Sanwoo? Definitely DJ filter always available. Where's the DJ filter? Why is it? Okay, so these are like, I have these complaints about it where like I'm telling you, the potential of the device, the potential is there. This could be the next great thing, the next greatest thing, but it's not. It's dope. It's totally dope, and I like it a lot, but it really could. It could be there. Just really simple stuff. We already know what we want. We want access to DJ filters. We want it to be easy. We want to be able to mute really easily. We want to do more per step locking. We want envelopes or sample volume on a per step lock. Why not have that? That's something it can do. I know that. Like, there are things that we want this to do, and when it does those things, it will be amazing. And a lot of people will be playing shows with them, I think. And I think a lot of people are going to be playing shows with them regardless, because, as you can hear, it sounds good. You know, it sounds great. It's not hard to use, but it is just missing a lot of essentials. The missing of the copy and paste is a big deal, but I know it's a day one release. It's kind of like when It's like when they release AAA games now, it's like a year from now, we're actually out of early access. We're still in EA with this sucker right here. But it's kind of still on beta. I don't know. But I do dig it. I'm not gonna lie. DLC. Yeah, for real. We gotta get the DLC for the OP1. People are already making multi-sample patches, OP1, OPXY. And why the OPXY? Why that? I get the name, but come on, man. But it's just a mouthful. Yeah, people are already making cool patches that they're sharing, multi-sample patches. I haven't even played with the multi-sampler yet, and I know that it's the most powerful synth tool on here because we can actually, like, I can bring my Prophet 5 and port it over here. And I already have a multi-sample pack that I made of my Prophet 5 that I share on my Patreon for Octatrack, Digitact, and M8 Tracker, and Apollyon Tracker. And now I can pop it on here, but this works a little bit differently, so I'm not 100% familiar with how that's going to go. Okay, so we made a track, saved. This is kind of like where I'm at right now. I'm in this headspace with the OPXY where I'm just gathering all of these unnamed. I wish it would let you audition the song like it does on the M8 and on the Deluge. But it doesn't. So I'm getting to this place where I have all these unnamed projects. Like, what's that? This is nothing. Trash. And I think this sounded cool too. I mean, I think it sounds sick. Let's go back to the techno. We were making the techno track. Where were we? Number 5? Takes a minute for it to load its samples up. It's not an immediate thing. You gotta think about that. So if you really play with this, just turn all this stuff down. We gotta put tone in the middle, otherwise it... You can really tweak your sound. You can get something really nasty. Like, it's so fat, dude. It's big. It's big sounding. Really big. Like, I'm surprised at how incredibly huge it sounds. Is there a way to reset the EQ page? I don't think so, and that's so upsetting to me. Because I'm like, where are the obvious things? How do I reset things? The only thing I've found that resets is panning. When you're panning, you press the button and it resets the panning, and I'm like, okay, yeah, no, it doesn't. Like, you click down, double press, hold shift, click. None of it does anything. I don't know what... I want resets. I need to go back to 0. Like, I need a function no, function yes thing. But it does sound really good. Yeah, doesn't it? It sounds good. I think they're going to add all that stuff. I believe in Teenage Engineering enough to think that they're going to add these really tiny features that I truly know they need. They truly need. All right, let's go. I mean, we made some... I kind of stole this away from Techno a little bit with that melody, but... We can even perform it a little bit. Take the bass out. Check this out. Okay, let's go back to the mix page real quick. I don't even know what that does. Yeah. think that means that nothing's happening when that's down. So I think that's 0, I'm guessing. I do love the graphics. I love the black and white thing. It's so attractive. It's ridiculous. In the manual, the last parameter says it will switch between 2 EQ settings. Okay. Okay. I don't understand how to set the EQ settings. Yeah, I don't know. Sounds like Metroid Prime. That's not what I was going for. But that's cool, because that's a great game. Okay, I've made it a little too pretty, because that's what I tend to do, so let's try again. Let's save that kit really quick. We'll recall it in a new project. So it's got all the good sounds. So we'll go. Oh, wait, did I already save this kit? Is that what happened before? Let me see. Snapshot. Oh, I did. Okay, so let's just rename it. We'll just call it Techno Kit. T. Seriously cannot see anything. And you can press this button and it moves forward, which is nice. Not as good as the Electron way, but still pretty nice. Techno Kit. Oops. God damn it. Come here. Kit. Okay. Techno Kit. All right, we got Techno Kit. Let's go to a brand new project. Oh, wait. There we go. All right, we're going to do it again. We're going to start over. And this is kind of like, this is what I've been doing. I've just been like seeing how naturally I come up with stuff and then starting over a bunch. So I haven't been like building out arrangements in the arranger yet because I want to know how to play on this thing well before I start building out arrangements. Even though I'm excited to do that too. I have my acoustic guitar and the OPXY, and I think that's a really super cool combo. It's kind of like the Deluge and acoustic guitar, like best friends. I think the OPXY is another one of these devices that you can pair with like a microphone and a guitar and go perform, because of the arranger is really simple and easy to use and understand. And so is the Deluge's arranger. And they're both battery powered and polyphonic synthesizers with sampling and all that. I mean, the closest relationship to any machines that you can buy right now is like OPXY, Deluge, and like an MPC-1. Those are the ones that have polyphonic playback, battery powered, and step sequencers. Like those are the ones. And the M8 tracker, but the M8 tracker is not polyphonic, so I can't quite put it in the same category. This offers true polyphony, and that makes it unique. But both these two have the most in common, the Deluge and the OPXY, because of multi-sampling, which is really cool. Someone else made a video on that, and I thought it was a great video. I don't know the name of the YouTuber, but they did a good job. Okay, let's get back to this. Let's throw my kit on here. Snapshot, Techno Kit. Let's try one of these harder kicks. Let's just go. We'll play with the filter a little bit. Not sending any delays for it. Okay, you can hear the kick and the reverb. They're not having a good time together. Let's copy this kit. Paste it. Paste it. Paste it. So I do think this is the workflow. 4 drum tracks, 4 synth tracks. I think this is how you're going to get the most done with an OPXY 4 and 4. Because you really need it. Battery life is insane on this, somebody asked. It's absolutely crazy. So we'll go here and let's find another weird, like another weirder sound. They don't really have like very weird synth engines. Like what's Wavetable's pretty good though. The drift animates the warp on the wavetable. So I think like we could even just make a note go. Definitely don't want that one. I don't even know why that's there. I'm looking at the wrong track. Can I invert? Oh, I can invert this. Oh my goodness. Wait, hold on. Can we lock it in on a like, first step? What happened to the exponential envelope that I had? Did I not have an exponential envelope there before? What do these buttons even do? Lock this stuff in? Oh my god, you can. But I can't see what I've locked in. I don't know. I don't know about that. Let me get this back here. I don't know. So here's like, this is what's confusing is like, this track might be offensive to robots. It feels offensive to robots. I don't know where so I locked in LFO settings, but I don't know where they went, right? I have no idea where those LFO settings are. So I can't do it. Like, that's frustrating to me. Like, I'm like, this is so cool. I can lock it in and then then they're gone because they're just, where are they? How do I know? I have no idea. That's like I just have to start over. I guess I clear it out. Clear them all. Later. Sound. I gotta see pick an engine. Something like, maybe I need an arpeggiator. Definitely not that sound. thing really wants you to make beautiful sounds. Like, it wants you to make melodies. Turn that off. Wait a second. Where's... Okay. Copy. Why do they sound different? Is it because I'm... Oh, because the keyboard? The keyboard remembers on a per track basis. I didn't know that. That is interesting. Make it really big. We're going to come back to that sound. Why are they so quiet? Is it because of the velocity that I use? We gotta adjust the velocity. How do we do that? Config. System. Keyboard. Maybe we change it to soft. The velocity is a really weird thing. Maybe we still want it on hard. Hard and soft. I wonder if is it still the same velocity concept as the OP1 field? I don't really know. Don't like that. I think it sounds huge though. We could like build off this for sure. Yeah, let's just see. Oh yeah, we can just use this like muted. What does this even do? Yeah, maybe I don't do that. Need something like that.
Did I want to do that? The pitch bend got recorded in, and that's actually really cool. You can see it right there, the automation. Like, it shows you the automation. It's like literally like a computer in here. More like a DAW aspect. Pretty beefy sound.
see if we can make like a 303 type sound. We'll do like a really short sequence again. And I think we'll use the wavetable for that one. Turn it off from being polyphonic. We don't need a high pass filter on it yet. Linear portamento, that sounds good. How do I turn on and off the polyphony? Oh, there we go. Oh, wait, unless the volume for it. I don't know what that means. Leggato's good. Wait, I can change the scale on a per track basis. Just scale this back to like... down an octave. Take me. What's up with the envelope? I thought I killed that. Oh, it's so weird. Like, you can't see your release envelope. You don't know that it's there. I gotta find the right notes for it. The ladder filter does sound pretty good. There's just definitely so much, like, it's easy to really get lost in the programming because it's hard to keep track of what you're doing, but... Let's start this again. Yes.
let's make a new scene that's just like playing with these effects on all of them. That's actually weirdly cool. What the hell? What the heck? Go back. Wait, take me back. Bar 1. Why was that so cool sounding to me? Oh, wait. Where did it go? Cool. I mean, this track is kind of... That's not that useful.
This is all very good. This sounds very techno to me. I feel like this is doing a great job of doing techno. If we pair the aux track with it. Do I want to copy? Okay. Number 6, copy. Paste. Why did it make 2 of them?
That's actually pretty sick.
Yo, I think we totally made some like real techno today. This is sick. Synced from the Octatrack.
Check this shit out. Oh my god.
What? I mean, mind you, I am like very fresh. I'm super fresh on this OPXY, but that's not nothing. You could not do that on an OP1. No way. You can't do that on an OPZ unless you're an OPZ wizard. And I know there's some OPZ wizards out there, but it's just not like this. And you can't do that on a single electron box. Kind of can, I guess. But yeah, that was, I mean, listen. Listen how huge, like, the sounds are big. We get back to, where were we? We had something. I don't know, let's go back to, I saved it at a certain spot where I liked it quite a bit. Yeah, here we go. OPXY Techno. Yes. I mean, I'm digging it. I'm glad I got one, to be honest. Why isn't it? It's not doing what I want it to do. It's supposed to do visuals. Oh well. Honestly, sounds enormous. Definitely what I think you need, like, to really take this thing really seriously in a live setting, you're gonna need something like an Octatrack or some sort of effects block situation, high pass, low pass, DJ filter, reverb, delay on a master, because this is just really too much. The buttons are too small, it's too much to jump through it. I think the Octatrack is a great addition to it. Sick. Took us a while to get to a place where I was like, did I really like it? You know what I mean? I'm gonna give people an opportunity right now to ask some questions about the OPXY, and I'll do my best to answer them because I have one in front of me, but I don't know how good I'm gonna be at answering them. So maybe some other people in the chat can do it, but I'm all ears. You want to ask away. I'll see if I can answer your questions. And in the meantime, I'll tell you that it's cool and that you don't need it, but it is really fun. But I think like it does a pretty good job of being like the all encompassing singular box with a battery pack or battery in it and a really nice speaker to take with you. It's pretty fun in that regard, and it does sound exceptional. I do put it on, I think the sound quality is on the same level as my Electron gear. And my Electron gear I've always considered to be the highest tier of sound quality. So that says a lot. I do think it has trouble processing the low end through its reverb. So to be absolutely clear, you cannot edit overlapping steps. Right now you can't. No. Right now you can edit one step and everything underneath it. What inputs of your O tier are you running the XY into? I seem to remember 2 stereo inputs for the O tier, melodic and drums. So, what's up, Calderwood? So yeah, and that is a specific kind of performance template that I make. This template is designed, this is the HyperFX template. This is just a single bus processing template. So all 4 or 2 pairs of stereo inputs all get processed through the same effects. So the OPXY is just going into either way. It doesn't matter, is what I'm getting at, is it doesn't matter where it goes. Go play a show with this. I thought you can add overlapping steps by pressing record and then the note you want to edit. Well, I guess you can. Cool. Well, why'd you ask me if that's how it works? I didn't know that. It does show the overlapping step. Like it is lighting up and letting me know. That's great. Thanks. You asked. Thanks, Bumfox. My bad. I didn't mean it. Yeah. So I think this is the workflow. Drum tracks 1 through 4, like synth sounds, maybe even vocal samples, like bass line, leads, chords, and maybe like vocal sounds, and the rest all drums. And this thing can techno. Absolutely. Quite well, in fact, I'd say. It sounds very good. You know what I'm really impressed with? One of the things I'm most impressed with is in the mixer page, this stuff, but this particularly, coloring your sound. Wow, they nailed it. Oh, let's go back. Listen to it with and without this mix thing. Very clean. Just gets big. Low end comes up, gain, clip it if we want. Then the dual compressor. Oh, it's nasty. Flip is the least useful part, I'd say. I love this dual compressor thing. It's so cool. Have you been playing phrases or punching in steps as your workflow? To be honest, I'm mostly, I'm doing a mixture of both, kind of naturally. But you really want to, on this thing, I feel like you really want to do pretty stuff. And I put techno on the thumbnail for this. So we're going to stick to techno so that people aren't coming in here and getting pissed that it's not techno. But it really does lend itself to a much prettier experience, like making ambient, making just progressions that are evolving. This does a really great job. What I think, I don't understand this entirely, and I want to figure this part out. So if I go shift 2, now this is scene 2. This is scene 1. Okay, I don't know what 7 means. So I'm in scene 2. And we can make scene 2. Oh, whoops. Oh, now I'm getting lost. Okay. Okay. So scene 2, does that mean that... Oh, so now I have to make copies of everything. Okay, so let's copy everything. See what happens. Let's just go... New? No. I want copy new. No. What happens if I go copy new? No. So I gotta go copy, then new, then paste. Oh, I get it. Never mind. Okay. You just go copy paste. We go 2, copy paste, 3, copy paste, 4, copy paste, 5, copy paste, 6, copy paste, 7, copy paste, 8, copy paste. Okay, so now scene 1. Okay. Got it. So we'll make scene 1 use all the original scenes. Scene 2 will use all the new scenes. So number 2, right? Scene 1, scene 2, scene 1, scene 2. Okay. Okay. So now I've made a duplicate, and we can mess with this scene. Damn it. I'm trying to figure out if I can make like a duplicate scene. Why is that not... What the heck? Oh my god. That's why. Okay. Copy. Oh no, we don't want to copy, we just want new. Okay. So that's on scene 1. There we go. Let's go scene 2. Because these step components are their own sequencer section. Which is why it sounds all whack, but we can clear it out and try again. Oh, I get it. Wow, that's so complicated. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. I mean, it's really cool that you have all those options. This is kind of reminding me a little bit of the Octatrack. Let's get real. This has such weird, like, stuff in it, like the Octatrack does, where you can, like, this whole section where I'm able to program these step locking parameters, but then make scenes of them, but the scenes are separate from the melody, so I can actually, it's kind of like parts. This is very much like parts on the Octatrack. These are your parts, and you can switch out the parts whenever you want, and then build scenes around that. It's pretty deep and weird. Hard, a little bit difficult for me to control, it feels like, but I see its potential. I just don't, I'm not good enough to use the potential yet. You know what I mean? Okay, I have to do my sponsorship, so hang with me. Just today's stream is, of course, sponsored by DistroKid. Thank you, DistroKid, for sponsoring these live streams. And let's talk a little bit about distro, about this good old distro. I guess what I wanted to talk about what DistroKid is really quick. DistroKid is a online music distribution platform that I use, and most people that I know use, and I'm actually friends with some of them locally here. So I do actually like the people that work at the company. I know them on a personal basis, and they're local here in Seattle. Cool folks, so I support them just on that. But also, their service works, and it's really easy and quite affordable, and we've done some compilations with it. And what I want to show off today with DistroKid is this splits concept, and I just want to talk a little bit about splits and what this means and how this makes it so you can collaborate with other artists without it being super frustrating and complicated to deal with the money side of things. So splits lets you work with another artist, and it lets you allocate a percentage of like the value that they put in, and then DistroKid will automatically distribute any of the money that you've made from your streams to other artists without you having to discuss it. It just goes right into their DistroKid account. And so you don't ever have to talk about how much money each other needs to get, or so it actually makes collaborating a really cool experience, because you can just collab with folks and be like, we're going to go 50-50 on this track. Let's see if it, makes a couple bucks or whatever. We get it streaming, gets on a playlist, and gets, millions of plays or something. Maybe you make some actual money. You don't got to worry about that whole difficult conversation that you have with people about money. Talking about money is like the hardest thing in the world. So that's what I want to talk about with DistroKid. That's one of the features that I've actually used several times working with other artists. In fact, it's a real pain to set up sometimes with a lot of artists, but it's really good with like one or two. But I did it with like 25 artists, and it takes forever to write all that information in so that everybody gets their money. But that's what has to be done if you're going to collaborate with that many artists and you don't want to like do math on your end to get money out to them. But anyway, that's my commercial for DistroKid, and they do pay for these streams. We do appreciate that. And if you want to help pay for these streams, you can visit patreon.com/EZBOT, and or you can buy. I'll put an affiliate link down. I do have a really nice affiliate link that pays me handsomely. If you want to get an OP1 field, if this or OP1 XY, if you thought this was cool and now you want one, and I convinced you somehow, even though I'm not trying to convince you, then go ahead and use the affiliate link. I'll put it down later. But yeah, that's my commercial for the stream. What we wanted to do today is we wanted to see if the OPXY can perform. Can it do techno? We know on this channel that we have octatracks, stick attacks, stickatones, syntax, rhythms, M8s, deluge. We have all this stuff. They all have a million features. OPXY is the newest one coming out to the forefront. Polyon Tracker, Polyon Play, all that stuff. There's so many boxes out there. They all have built-in effects. They all have built-in performance features. Most of them have built-in synthesizers at this point. Samplers, great step sequencing, step recording, trig conditions, all that kind of stuff is all included in almost every single box now. Which one is the right one is up to you. I think a lot of people are really going to gravitate towards the OPXY, not because of its price. Its price is insane. But the reason why it's, insane is because of the lithium ion battery and the screen and the custom drivers. Every component in it is custom built, so it's really probably very expensive for them to make them. I doubt they're making a ton of money on OPXYs, but they're really cool. They're definitely a lot of fun to play with. So I do give it a thumbs up. I give it like one of these gladiator thumbs where I'm like, get it. You know, if it's not a big deal to spend the money and you really love Teenage Engineering, or you want to add something new that's interesting and exciting, that's different than anything else, then like totally get one. If you have $2,500 and you're like, I'm going to build a performance music suite, no, get this. If you have $2,500 and you're trying to get into electronic music, hardware electronic music, get a Digitech 2, get a Digatone 2, get an Octatrack. This is the suite, in my opinion. 16 voices of polyphony, 16 channels of stereo, performance effects, live looping, the whole deal. In a small form factor, this is really cool to add. I don't know. My opinion on it is going to change a lot once the new update comes out and I can copy and paste steps. I've gotten pretty far without copying and pasting, so I don't think it's a necessity, but I don't want to not have it. That's for sure. It's so good if you don't know music theory. Yeah. Well, the Electron boxes are really friendly with music theory as well. The brain component on here, I still like, is still kind of over my head. Is it muted or something? Undefined, okay. I mean, you could do something with that. I actually kind of like that. You could write that into a scene. I mean, it's kind of crazy what you can do on here, but it's like, it's so much to learn and it's really deep. Oh. Yo, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. I feel like there's so much to learn. I really hope that they drop an update like this weekend. That's really what I'm hoping for. It's pretty rare that I sit on somebody, like I do on the Electron boxes sometimes, when I'm like aware that something big is going to happen because I've like communicated with Electron or something, and I'm like waiting for them to drop the update. I'll get excited and kind of like go to the webpage and refresh and kind of like, I'm looking, I'm stoked. Let's go. I have been doing that with the update page for the OPXY because I saw that list of what people are expecting in the update, and I want bug fixes and quality of life improvements, and I'm hoping that there'll be even more than what was mentioned on the forum. So I'm pretty excited about it. to be honest. And I'm trying to think of like all the cool things I could pair with it. And I was like, you know, would be a really good one would be an analog heat plus effects, but it kind of has the analog heat built into it, which is crazy. It has the clipping and the distortion, the gain and the mix with the tone. It makes me feel like, all right, I already kind of have the heat aspect in it, but it doesn't have performance effects. It doesn't have the like lock-in effect stuff, or at least I don't know how to use it yet, where I could like maybe just like hit a button and it's gonna high pass filter. Like I want to on the box or low pass filter. I mean, I'm gonna use an Octatrack regardless. It doesn't matter, but it would be nice to have that just to like jam, like when I'm out jamming. And I'm trying, like, it doesn't need any other synths paired with it. What it could use is more modulation to break out the synths and make them a little bit deeper. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty cool. Like, I'm able to jam on this pattern. Yeah, you can set up a shortcut on 7, 8, or 9. What? Hit the engine button and shift. Sorry, I lost you. I'm not really sure how to do that. Never got such low bass out of the box of any device except for Mode Taurus. Shift plus engine and turn for a synth. I mean, I know that. I mean, you must be talking to somebody else, not me. I'm trying to figure out how would I add a high pass filter, a low pass filter to as a master effect across all my tracks in the effects scene. I want to hit a button and have it. Is that what this is doing? Like a low pass or something? It can't be adjusted or anything. Oh, what? That was cool. Wait, okay, so let's go back and go. Okay, anyway. Well, I think I've proven my point. Or I've proven my point to myself. The OPXY can absolutely techno. So if you're interested in playing techno with an OPXY, you should, because it's a good time. That's going to be it for me. We've been streaming for about 2.5 hours. It's been a long time we've been hanging out. And I'm still learning this thing, so mind you, thanks for hanging out and being in the chat and being a supporter of the channel. It means a lot to me. And I'm excited. You know, this has been a crazy end of the year with all the releases that have come out. I haven't gotten to try all the new stuff yet. This is the device I've been able to try recently. Something that I'm excited about to share with you on the channel is playing with this. This is the System 80, and it's an analog 808 that can go into Eurorack format. And I know some people have seen these, but I was on the waiting list for a long time to get my hands on one of these. And I'm pretty stoked. I think this is a pretty cool... Look at this, dude. Like, look at this. is that this is just gorgeous to me. If you can see over here, we have a Delia with green keycaps on it. It's just like, I can't even handle how dope this stuff is. Like, we have the coolest music here available to us ever right now. Just out of control. This stuff is out of control. So this thing sounds amazing. I've tested it out and I was like, I need to get something to process it. Maybe just the analog heat will do. But yeah, folks, so thanks for hanging out. Thanks for checking out the OPXY with me and learning a bit of the OPXY. I have a long ways to go. The manual is not complete and also written very strangely, kind of like Electron, where you're just like, I don't know where you're going with that exactly. A lot of little tutorials on how to do stuff that seems kind of obvious. What I would really like is just the names of parameters and what they do specifically in a very easy to read format. So if they could maybe make it like that, that'd be nice. But I do think it's a cool device. I do recommend it. You know, if you got the budget for it, I guess. Kinda. But I do recommend it as an instrument in general. So without the money being an aspect of it, I think it's really cool and a lot of fun, and I think anybody would have fun with it. So, yep. My name's Matthew, aka EZBOT. You can visit patreon.com if you want to support these streams. There'll be shows coming up in Portland and in Seattle for the Modbang events. I don't have the posters for those ready, but I would share them with you. We got 2 shows coming up. So if you're local and you want to get into the electronic hardware and music scene, hit me up at mod@modbang.com for Seattle, or Blake's, BLAIX, at modbang.com for Portland. If you want to play Portland shows, live hardware electronic music exclusively, it's a very good time. Also, visit my Discord. It's free to join. And come and hang out and let's talk about gear. I'll catch you all next time. I grabbed 2 mutes at the same time. Bad luck for me. Later.